Jessica Dalcourt for CNET. This is the Huawei Pinnacle for Metro PCS. This is a feature phone for them, and I think it looks pretty good, especially because it's got this circular motif here, and it also has these bright red accents. But of course, the most important thing with the phone isn't how it looks, it's what you can do with it. So as a feature phone, this has all of the basics, calendar, alarm clock, but it also has a few other apps besides, mostly thanks to Metro PCS and the apps that they put on all of their phones. So with them, you've got email, you of course have a web browser, you also have hooks into social networks like Twitter and Facebook. Other apps on here too include a music player, and there's that 1.3 megapixel camera on the back that also has a camcorder built into it. However, frankly, the photos are pretty bad, so I would really only use it if you absolutely need to or to take a photo for photo ID. Another interesting tidbit about the camera is that you can't actually open it from the on-screen controls. You have to press and hold a button on the keyboard, which can take a little bit of time. Sluggishness overall was a little bit of a problem with this phone, so you have to have a little patience, especially if you're going to use any internet feature. This is not one of Metro PCS's LTE phones, so you will be riding on a 2.5G network. Now, I did mention that it has a QWERTY keyboard, and after a while I got pretty comfortable with it, but at first it didn't feel like the most comfortable keyboard I had ever seen. Spacing is pretty good, but it just had a little bit of a bulbous feel underneath my fingertips, but overall I could use it quite well. One other little quirky perk you can do with the phone is actually make folders, sort of the way that you can with iOS and with Android. I haven't found much use for it, but I love that I can do it. Pricing is another positive point here. It's about $20 after a mail-in rebate. Retail is only $50, which is really good for buying a phone off contract. So overall, I'd say that this is a good choice that I would recommend for somebody looking for something a little bit beyond the basics, but who doesn't want a smartphone. I'm Jessica Dalcourt for CNET. This is the Huawei Pinnacle, and you can read the full review and all other reviews on cnet.com.